Hello, welcome back. Right, what I've done to this is an update to the Dominus Helion 10SC. I've actually been messing around with, I want to keep a brush for now to just run the gears in, then I can do some tests on the gears. Not trying to overpower the train with brushless, I could blow something that I know I could have replaced under warranty. So until I've done that, I've decided that when I actually did say it comes with its own LiPo conversion tray. That's a bonus. They're like £12.99 on their own, so I'm actually quite happy with that. You can see I put the Traxxas wheels on just for a bit of drifting. This is funny drifting. This. It acts when it's in it acts like two-wheel drive when it's drifting. It's quite bizarre, the gear ratio on it, but no, I'm actually quite happy with this. I actually think that, you know, I've even got my Serpents thing to wear around my neck, and if it's gonna get me a few wins, I can always say, well, it's done me proud, and that's what my hobby was to start be about, was budgeting. Now I'm starting short course racing. I am going to be on a budget. Instead of looking at it being, oh, it's a cheap car, I see I can build on this car, so let's see what I can do. And I've got a few people in the fabricating trade, so I'm going to try, and anything he's upgrading, like the cover, I'll get it made out of metal, see what it's like. I'll get some of these 3D printing for it, so it'll look amazing on. That's in the future, but for now, I've got that. I've put, see here, I've actually put my Reedy pack in. Now these are brilliant. I got these off Turok 007, and they're the best. I think they're one of the best set of batteries out there. They're only 35C, so they're not a big burst. But on this, it's just right. It suffices. Another thing as well, when I got it, you noticed inside there the way the shaft is a bit sloppy. So I'm going to keep my eye on that. I'm going to do a few races with it anyway. Servo, might need to go up to a Savox or a GoPro Pro, which I've already got. Literally, it's quite. I have actually made it quicker. I wouldn't say I'll get 50 mile out of it. I'll be lucky to get out 20 out of it, but it's fun in here. It goes well. A few issues if you are going to buy it. These dog bones in here, these shafts, they rattle like mad. So as a little tip, you get yourself a bit of nitro tubing. Measure it first because it's obviously you get different sizes. You cut about a mil and a half off, and you just shove them in the pots, and it stops the rattling. This can also stop them popping out, because the nitro tube, with it being high temperature tubing, it can actually take the pounding. So literally I've actually saved myself 20, maybe 30 quid, £30 with just upgrades on the shaft, so I'll keep them going till they blow. Also, I've noticed that on every A-arm there's these very small 1.5mm Allen keys in, and they don't work, they just cross thread. So I'll be keeping my eye on this big shock tower here. I'll be keeping my eye on that. Upgrade wise, apparently on the back of the book you can actually get a pinion. You can get 16, 14, 15, 16 2. It's actually 32 pitch before anybody else. I believe I can knock it down to 48 if I wanted to. So I don't know, it works, the ratio works on this now. I've put the 15,000 Thunderbolt in, 15, but yeah, you know what I'm getting at, don't you? And a 15 turn motor, and I've got a 35C 7.24 thousand milliamp 2 cell, if that's how you want to put it. If you want me to go through all the crappy jargon, which I'm not in the mood for doing. The upgrades here are nextly like a slipper clutch. Apparently if I got the brushless version, I would have got that already built in, because how they tell you the truth is because the cover for this is clear on the new version, on the brushless version, so you can see all the slipper movements inside. So when I get the slipper clutch for this one, I'm just going to get the top drawer so you can actually look in. There's a photograph of a man that put an LED inside the light, and it looked amazing. And it was like flashing lights. It was just, you know, if you into that side of the short course truck brand. It doesn't really say anything about ARMs. I know RPM do them, so I'll most probably invest in an RPM set. These are a bit, there's that quality build, but then you look in other places and you go, eugh. So if I was to say anything out of the box, for an up, if you've already got the gear, yeah, by all means. I'm still running the original electronic speed control. This can go down to a 12 turn. I can put a 13 turn and never can find one. You know what I mean? This is the reason why I like these Firebolts, is because they've got a built-in fan, and that's quite smart, for especially the racing I'm doing. And literally, it works. It really does. And all I can say is that what I show you now is about 52, maybe 55%. About 55% more, and it comes with a little switch here. You turn it on when you're using light B, turn it off when you're using NiCad and ions. But this, so literally, this is it. So yeah, I'll tell you the honest truth, I don't really keep rushed in there for long because I think this is going to suffer on the track. So anyway. Definitely rattling now. Anyway, that's... Go. Now, for £100 out of the box and a 3-channel radio, not a 2, a 3, so I've got an option to use for that. A semi-waterproof box for the servo. I'm going to mod it myself. I've got some K&N filter that you put in the original. Feels like a goo, and apparently you just put your finger around it. It's fine after that. That's what she said. Unfortunately, the motors are actually giving off the wrong colours. It's actually the other way around on this, so I've had to do the swapping around. Not a big fan of swapping the wires around, but I didn't really check which was plus and which was minus anyway, so it's weird how it's working, but there you go, it's working. It might blow the motor off, it might see it off, but at the end of the day, this is just to test it. I was just running it then, and I did experience quite a bit of wobble there. I'm just wondering if there's a part missing inside there. But I always do that. I always seem to go, you know what I mean? But no, I'm happy with it until something blows off it, and then I'm going to start doing it. The next thing is, I've got these. I don't know if these are rear or front shock, big ball shocks, but I'm going to put these on here. I'm going to benefit 3 things from doing that. I'm actually going to drop the centre of gravity even more. So on the track, it's going to, remember, it's short course truck racing. It's not jumping. Well, the occasional jump if it's added or if it's something. This is going to drop it to about there. So I'm going to get more squat, and that's what I'm looking for. They are quite small. These are not very big. So these will be going on the back, and unfortunately, I've got one with a shitty spring on, and that's going to have to be like that until I can get myself some springs. Hopefully it doesn't give me any grief. Oh, I think it will. I'll have to see if the spare one's hanging around. If not, I might stick them on the back, so that'll give me a bit more squat in the corner, so the back end will be sitting down. This will be sitting down, or it'll really be this sitting down, so you have it like that. I could. No, most probably left it, so when I get the slipper clutch for it again, so it's going to be a totally different ratio, but I'm going to give you some reviews now. Good points. Good points is, It's a very steady truck, it's very stable. It comes with its own lipo conversion kit from an 8.4 7 saddle pack, and the motor isn't too good, but it's going to make a good crawler motor for a rig, so I've gained yet again. All I can say is build quality I've seen better. The touch to detail is like behind the back of here. See, little small things that I can actually say, you know, you could have left them off, or you could have given something else. But now RPM have started doing the A-arms front and back, I can get them. They do a big upgrade on the steering. I'm most probably going to look at getting that. I'm not going to race it. I'm going to race it quite quick, but I'm not being funny. There is a few weak spots here, and the shocks are one of them. They're going to have to come straight off. And I'm going to put these Traxxas ones on, but I've got to find, you know, if anybody's got any of these big bore shocks they don't want, or any springs, I'm willing to do a trade because I need them. I'm not going to go out and buy anything now. I'm going to start using the charm like I used to. But this is the start of a new beginning for me. And you're wondering why the other wheel's been taken off. Well, I'll try them at the club, but these are just a bit of fun. And these are my show-off wheels anyway. But you know, this is the J Concept rip-off body shell that people keep panning on about and making me feel that I'm going to enjoy this more than they are, because when I studied these, I didn't realise that they were quite big. I just thought there was some Japanese company ripping everyone off, but no. They got pissed off with the system and decided to build their own cars. And the flack they've had off people going, oh, it's robbery, it's theft. Well, if it's robbery and theft, right, let's get this right. I'd rather drive this on a budget, knowing that I can't afford to go out and buy a /4 before, even though I could have waited a bit longer. But unfortunately, it's nothing to do with waiting. It's to do with the fact that I want to get to the short course scene. And you know, you look at that now. I put green wheels on red. That was fucking bizarre. And little adjustments. Yes, I most probably will stick my stickers on. Everybody knows what I'm like. But I'm not doing too much to it. I might have to do some cuts here to make the shell like an aerodynamic, but I'll get through to that. I'll try it without first, but yeah, that's... Wait a minute. That's the Helion Dominus SC10 or 10CS. You see what they did? But this is apparently supposed to look like a J Concept shell, which they robbed. I put the 21 turn in here, so this is going to be more like an off-muddy road car. These, nah. The quality is absolutely poor. I reckon I get about 3 minutes out of them before they start splitting. You can tell even on the edges they could have tried a different tyre to rip off. Compound's quite soft, so I might get away with a few carpet races with them before they start shining up, but I've got additive here for that, so I'll be trying that. When to put the Badlands on, they won't fit. They seem to have this mad... Well, I'd say they fit, but I think they would mess up the squat and everything on there, and I've just done... They've actually got an adjustable turn, but also that means that this is well looked after. And it's been well thought out. Yes, the Traxxas wheels look bizarre, but I'm just today trying it, and so we've gone from an 8.4 volt 7 cell NiCad batch 1800 and a 21 turn motor 540. This is a 550. This is a 540, but it's faster. And now I'm running 15 turn Firebolt and a G-Reed D35 C4000. So literally I've picked it up. The only thing that I'm going to have to say now, the servo will have to go, so there's no way that is metal. Sounds alright, but it does suffer under speed. I've noticed it starts doing that, so that'll be the next thing to go. But yeah, there she is. That's the Helion. Dominus 10SC, and in my opinion them wheels work.